Oh, well, it's really making me think back of when I was younger and when I had chores. But even as a teenager back in the day, I'm sure we can all agree you feel invincible and that the rules of the real world really hardly applies to you. And while you are living your best lives, we're often, spending our time and money in the wrong places, as we do. But that is okay because learning those hard lessons is part of life. So this morning, we are looking back into the past and putting, having an honest conversation about our money choices in our Dear Younger Me chat. So, gents, I thought today's the perfect opportunity for the two of you to fill in the blank to the following statement. Younger me would have spent too much money on blank, but now I know better.
Oh, the list is big.
There's so many things.
Just waste everything that I got.
Who's going to go first?
Okay, Raul, you go first.
I know this is something that was huge, and it came to me like earlier. I don't know if you guys remember this, but we used to have this era where we would get these like toys, Tazos and Bazos or something in our packets of chips in school, and you'd literally just be so addicted to getting the toy that you would probably not even eat the chips. You'd buy and buy and buy and consume, and if you didn't even eat the chips, it didn't help you either because you just have like a big bloat afterwards. So, yeah, I think I spent about in excess 10, 20,000 rand
on chips.
Kid, maybe.
Yeah, but the street cred you'd get. No, when you get the street cred, he was so many 20,000. Anyway, but the street cred you get when you get so many of those like Tazos on the playground. People look like, this is the guy with the Tazos.
Yeah,
it's
got that. Whoa, no one has that.
Yeah, so personally, mine was actually more about. You know how expensive the dinosaur books were that you got at those sort of paperback shops?
Yeah.
I used to love dinosaurs, and the reason why I collect them is that you get a piece of the skeleton, the glow-in-the-dark skeleton, every time. So
and
once again,
add on the pieces as you
it's
go.
that psychology of getting another little piece of something, and that's exactly what happened to me. And I love I think it's good and bad. Bad money-wise, you go to your parents, they're like, we don't have money. I'm like, okay, fine. How many of these fizzy drink bottles can I return to get me enough for the magazine?
We used to do that. You get like a rand 50.
Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of something that I'd go back and say, calm it down, dude. You will have the internet later in your life. You'll be fine.
But it did help you define your perfect and your favorite dinosaur, man.
I have many now.
But these also the ones that got nice sound.
Yeah, the ones
yes. But we won't say.
Do it again.
We won't do the sounds now. That's fine. It's okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
I would never do that again. Never. You.
Oh, I know. You know what? I feel like this is probably something that throughout my teen years and even my 20s, I spent too much money on clothes.
Yeah.
And I realized that every time I do a closet clean out, my friends would come and they would obviously they love it. And I would look at the pieces and I'm like, I've only worn that once. I haven't worn that yet. And it's things that I've outgrown. And I'm just like,
Can I just ask something? So what's changed now?
The pandemic hit.
I think the cover just got
I'm not
bigger.
going anywhere. I wear the same loungewear. Don't eat new stuff. That's changed.
Oh, my word. See, I'm glad you came clean.
I love that.
You've come clean, and I'm so happy we did so.
I just pictured myself when, being one of Zoe's friends when I was younger. She's like, guys, I'm going to throw my clothes away. And everyone's like, yes, we're going shopping. Yeah.
I love hand-me-downs.
So we have a couple of comments on social media as well. I think we must explore them in the next couple of seconds. I know there's so many of them. So let's take a look. Some of the comments, going to Lena Peterson. I don't know who's that. Lena sounds familiar.
What did Lena say?
Sounds like she's just really lovely and hardworking. Younger me would have spent too much money spending the day at the salon. But now I know better. A DIY hairdo does the job too.
Excuse me, like that. Upskilling yourself, very nice stuff, Lena.
Nice one,
indeed.
Lena.
And then I see another one coming through from Kavai Deeplay saying, wrong people.
Ooh. Oh, the wrong people. If you spend money on the wrong people, you get some people you go out and it's like a different lifestyle. The wrong people,
100%, yes. I did that all the time. Still, even now to this day.
You get some people, they feel like it's cool to pay for everyone's bill. It's like a status thing, but you're actually, at the end of the day, just making everyone around the table very uncomfortable because everyone was there to pay their own bill.
I unfortunately did that a lot when I was drunk. I thought I was invincible. Yeah. But no one was younger. No one was younger.
And then Edwina saying nail polish and jewelry and makeup.
Oh, I think every girl has gone through that.
Yeah, it happens, eh? But I mean, it's thank you very much for sharing and for you sharing that Simbazas and drunkenness. It's
Maybe
nice
you
to
want to
hear
go check out my collection, see if I still have it, eh?
I'm sure you do, man.
It's depressing if you don't.
Can you only imagine And then also, okay, there's a couple, I actually can't stop reading these. Then Tatum saying, younger me would have spent too much money on buying drinks for my friends, but now I know better. Do you know Tatum?
Tatum?
Yeah.
We all know it, Tatum.
These random strangers coming through today. I wonder who these people are.
Yeah, who are these guys? Wow, it's like everybody.
And I see another
have to
one.
read the comments. I can't see
Lucky
that far.
Poyang also says, I think Lucky feels me, not the younger version of me, but the slightly older one. Booze, I think we definitely waste a lot of money on that. No more. Our body is a temple. This is where the money goes, into upskilling, upgrading, and making sure that I can conquer.
Yes, man. The scaffolding is important. Like that. And so many clothes is coming in thick and fast from everybody from here on out. And I do think, you know, when you are in your formative years, you're trying to develop a certain identity, and that identity comes from the outside. And now as you get older, you know that the identity is from the inside, which is beautiful.
That's
There
so
we
true.
go.
And you get to look back on all the mistakes you made when you were younger by looking at the clothing you want to give away, like Zoe and our fashion sense.
Yes, so many items of clothing, hey?
But you know what? That's the beauty of learning as you grow up. Because if you're lucky enough to be to be a student, then I encourage you to do something today that your future self will say thank you for, and that's always saving. Save, save, save. It is so important. And if you're ready to take your money seriously, then visit the YouthX platform by Nedbank that gives you free and direct access to financial resources as well as financial masterclasses from industry change makers like Shaw Majosi, Theo Malloy, as well as Rich Mnisi, just to name a few. Now you can visit unlock.me and it's all yours.
Indulge your desires. Be swept away by the fragrance of descent. Take the plunge into impulsive spending until you find yourself deeper and deeper, drowning in debt. In this world of temptation, do you want a bank that takes your money? Or a bank that takes your money seriously?